Hello. Hello, Earl Pugh here to talk about practicing. Several adult students asked me recently, can I make progress? I only have a half an hour 3 times a week to practice. So the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Absolutely. However, there's a big but. You're going to need to be organized and patient. I also want to stress that playing and practicing are both important, but they are not the same thing. So I'm talking about practicing. You'll need a guitar. I'm using an electric guitar. An acoustic guitar will work equally well. You will need a metronome, one that goes click, a basic metronome, not a drum machine. And you will need, if you have an electric guitar, an amp. However, it is very important if you are using an electric guitar and an amp that you turn off the effects, turn off the reverb. If there is a built-in effects section, turn off the delay, turn off the compression. We want just a basic amp sound. If you have a pedal board, unplug it, take it out of the equation. We want to be listening to our sound or your sound on the guitar, through an amp. And then we'll use, you can use those other things, the effects, to enhance this, but you want to get a good sound first. So also any time-based effect, which would be reverb or delay, is going to change how you hear things. It will be difficult to hear the difference between a quarter note and an eighth note if you have a lot of reverb and delay on. So we want to be able to hear the difference between a quarter note and an eighth note. So no effects. We'll use a metronome set at 60, the key of C, in open position, so using the open strings, and 4/4 time. Now, if you were going to exercise, you would warm up before you exercised. The guitar is a very physical instrument, and it's important to warm up before you work out on it. So we're going to turn on the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, and tap your foot. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play quarter notes on a C scale. We're going to use all down strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to play straight eighth notes, and we're going to use a picking rule. We're going to go down on a number, up on an and. So down, up, down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So this hand did not move faster. It went down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, but we hit in both directions. On the quarter notes, we went down, up, down, up, down, up, same speed, but we did not hit on the upstrokes. However, and this hand also stayed the same speed. Now, we are going to make this hand go twice as fast. We're going to hit every new eighth note will be the next note. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we're going to do triplets. So we took quarter notes and we split them in half to get even eighth notes. Now we're going to split them into even thirds to get triplets. So these get counted 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. And we're going to use the picking rule of down on a number. So this means that the pick will go down on 1, it will go up on trip, and it will go down on let, and then it will go down again on the 2. So it's going to be down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down. So this way, as much as possible, the pick is agreeing with the foot. They're both going down on a number. 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Now we're going to play swing eights. So there's going to be 2 notes on each beat. However, they will not be the same length. The first eighth note will be long, and the second will be short. So the 1 is longer than the and, the 2 is longer than the and. So we're going to have this be related to the triplets. So essentially the number is 1 trip and the and is let. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Or long, short, 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 short. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Now we're going to play the scale with a new note with every attack. So this hand will be moving faster. This hand will be moving at the same speed. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Now, so far we've played quarter notes, so 1 attack on every beat, and we played even eighth notes, 2 attacks on every beat, and we played triplets, 3 attacks on every beat, then swing eights, which was 2 attacks on every beat, but a long and a short. Now we're going to do 4 attacks on every beat. So this is 16th notes, and we count them 1 E and 2 E and 1, 2. And the picking rule is down on a number, up on E, down on and, up on So this is different than the eighth notes. The eighth notes were down on a number, up on an and. Here we're going to be down on the number and down on the and. So 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and. play the scale using 16th notes, new attack on every note. 1, 2, 3 E and 4 E and now we're warmed up in the key of C. Our hands are warmed up. Your ears are kind of warmed up. So now we're going to take a simple tune, Liberty. It's a fiddle tune. It's in the key of C. It's in 4/4. It uses open strings. It has quarter notes and eighth notes. There are no ties. There are no dots. There's no syncopation, and there are no accidentals. So very straight ahead, simple tune. It's important to practice on a simple tune and get that sounding good before you go on to more advanced things. There are more complicated arrangements of this tune, but we're using the vanilla version here just to get it in our heads. Now it's more difficult to play this at 60 than it is faster. You're going to want to rush probably, or want to play it quicker, but we're at 60. We want to just get it nice and even in terms of the tempo and in terms of the sound. One, 2, 3, 4. So if you watched my hand, I was using the strict picking rule, down on a number, up on an and. So in that first measure, we had 4 quarter notes. So even though I was skipping strings, it was down, 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 down. And if we look at the B section, there's a couple arpeggios in the second measure of the B section. So because those first 4 notes were eighth notes, I played down, up, down, up. It is tempting to go down, 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 but now you're not in sync with your foot. So I recommend that you play those 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so it's down, up, down, up, down, down. And when we got to the G arpeggio, G7 arpeggio, we had those were all down because they were quarter notes on the beat. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're not looking for speed or flash here, really. Like I said, this is practice. Hopefully you're enjoying it and learning something, but we're looking for accuracy and consistency, not speed. So now we're going to play the chords. Harmonically, the song couldn't be simpler. We're in the key of C, no sharps, no flats. There are no minor chords. There are no sevens. We've got a C. We've got an F. On the F, we'll move our third finger to get a lower note, and we've got a G. And we're going to do a basic backup strum that will work on a fiddle tune in 4/4. We're going to pick the lowest note in the chord, or the root note of the chord on 1. We're going to strum on 2. We're going to pick a different note on 3, another low note though, and then strum on 4. And that'll give us a nice pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4. Section. Repeats. So thank you for being so patient with this and going through some things that may not have been as interesting as you would like, but are very important. So now I recommend that you take a tune that you like and that you've been working on, and now play it. But keep the amp clean. Don't put on the effects yet. Keep the metronome at 60. Play the tune slowly and very accurately. And then when you go to play it at a faster tempo with the effects, you're going to have a more accurate and precise version of the tune. And hopefully, because you've spent some time at a lower tempo and you understand exactly where everything fits, you're able to relax more and have more fun and sound better. So next week we'll talk about how to take this lesson and basically just increase the tempo, and then it gets more interesting and a bit more fun. So Have a good week, and I will see you next week.